difference between the impossible and the possible lies in a man's determination. It's the quote that I don't keep in the back of my head because I just remembered it existed when I started editing this video. But one thing is for sure though, I don't think anyone was expecting for this to be possible ever. It has been over 11 months ever since we started to do attempts on Impossible Map Endless. And throughout all that time, we spent hundreds and hundreds of hours just planning and executing every single attempt. There's way too many factors we had to adapt to while also creating new text that we've never seen before. The reason why Wave 172 was impossible before was because Nightmare Void just has way too much HP and he runs into your base without any issues at all. So when the new combat drone came out and had an ability where it could slow down bosses by 25%, you know, we basically knew what was going to happen. So with all of that in mind, I'll show you my thought process on how I made these loadouts in our final Wave 200 run. One thing to note really quick is that every single player has combat drone, because the damage and general support is just 100% worth it to bring for all of us. 10's loadout is pretty self-explanatory because it brings all the boss stun towers as well as extra support to help us like cryo helicopter and medic. Now, my loadout's a bit more utility based because I buffed towers with John and unstun with shotgunner. And as you'll see the next loadout that Cheese has, we both have icebreaker to freeze Apex since I don't know why they just added the icebreaker placement nerf like this update. Obviously G-mobs just for the eco and G-Jug just for the DPS. Comparing Cheese's loadout to my loadout, all the towers are the same besides the very first two towers. And obviously it's because we just need to cover all the supports and helicopter is extra DPS, so why not bring it. This last loadout goes all in on the idea of having extra DPS since you can place arties like right outside the map, which is pretty useful considering that no other tower can reach from there besides arty. And obviously no brings commander for the full support coverage and also medic. So with all of that, let's get into the run. Before I continue with the montaging, I just want to mention that if you have any comments about this run, I could probably answer them down below if you just leave something. Because if I really wanted to, yeah, I could go into every single minute detail, but that would take way too long, and that's kind of boring. And I don't have the time for that. But anyways, let's continue on. Not gonna lie, the rest of the game is free until wave 166, so I'm just gonna jump to that.
Can you play with fucking scary.
Okay. Now, if you made it to wave 200 at least once before, which maybe I assume you have, I don't know, you would probably realize that the last 34 waves or so are the most annoying and the most time consuming. I'll just try to keep the filler waves as brief as possible, while basically only highlighting the boss waves, you know. If you want to see all the filler waves though, just go check out 10's videos since he uploaded all the raw footage. Yeah.
Ready?
And now we sit back until wave 180. As this wave wraps up, I just want to say, the next few waves are just gonna be hellishly painful. We're getting close to the final parts of Endless. After wave 190 and 191, it's basically free from there, I'm gonna be honest. So to celebrate, I'ma turn on some karaoke, you know. The enemy ascended beyond your control, or was that all your intention? They have managed to demolish whatever we made, but you're failing to comprehend. If they can, they will easily butcher you whole, while you're blinded by your depression. I have gotten to the point where I'm just too afraid that you're going to meet your end. The screams echo out through the fire, and your rival dares stand in my way. Yes, this is a hardship most dire, and one day you will heed what I say. This is my message to my master. This is a fight you not win. Past your great disasters, your victory stirs below your skin. If you proceed, I will not blame you. I will move forth and win your war. But if I should die before you continue, you shall have heard my final dying roar.
Here's the thing, right? If we die, we rewind to 199.
Okay, oh yeah, shit, my bad.
Okay.
Okay, as long as the car heli's on it, then I'll be happy, yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready to micro? Well, I'll start a time.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Okay. I'll count down. 3, 2, 1, start spinning.
Hold on. You really thought I was gonna make you watch 4 minutes of Icebreaker Micro straight? Yeah, sure.
Skip. Or just keep it on skip. And skip. Keep going.
Yes! Oh my god! T-Joke!
Get an icebreaker, close and Uber. Icebreaker, close and Uber.
Hey! Oh my god.
Yeah, upgrade GJX, Go. Shotgunner unstun.
Shotgunner? GG.
He's gonna do more stuns, that's the issue, more stuns. Does a stomp stun aerial terrorists?
Wait. Not sure.
Move it right there.
Stomp.
We're gonna, it doesn't. Okay, we're good. Just focus on DPS. Possession. That's the issue.
Kill before them.
Good.
Here, just, yeah, get top path, get top path. Top path rune.
7k. Yep,
Nice.
GG.
GG!
Oh my god.
We got it, bro!
GG.
Kill the drop twin, kill the drop twin. Oh! Oh my god, bro, we did it! And that's how we beat Wave 200 Blade Works, you know. Oh yeah, actually, I was online, bro. This was at 4 a.m. by the way. I'm editing this at like 1 a.m. So yeah. This is probably the video I spent the most time editing, for good reason, I guess, because you know it's Wave 200 possible map, like first ever. Who's ever gonna do that, bro? And besides, you know, beating Wave 201 without power-ups. This is basically 100%ing the game by doing this. If you have any afterthoughts or anything you want to say down in the comments, I'll read it. I'm not fake. But yeah, I appreciate you for watching until the end, especially because this video is pretty long. I'll just leave you off with the end bringers, and yeah, see ya.
Alright.
That's that.
Go.
What? Oh, keep stunning them, bro.
Yo, these shots are crazy.
Alright, let's see how much we get.
It's probably 40k. Let's see.
Yep, 41k.
Bro, oh my god.
61. Wait, is this Domino's?
Why are you going back for tech support? You need help?
Is this Domino's?
No, mother. It's tech support, you dumb wife. Holy shit. Holy shit. It's dumb.